Hey Virgo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 17th, 2024. This is for Virgo. Last shuffle here for Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so Virgo, we have a consciousness of lack. So you're aware of something not being in your life, or you're aware of something that you need, you don't have, or something here. But the Sacred Temple says you're right where you need to be, whether you have it or not. There's something about you doubting that you're in the right place at the right time, that you're in the right space, that you're on the right path. You may be doubting it, going, how can I be? This is a vibe of somebody saying, oh my gosh, you're on the right path. You're like, how can I be on the right path? I don't even have my books with me. You know, I see you questioning things. You may have had a certain preconceived notion about what that is. And because I'm seeing someone saying they're choosing something, or they're choosing a path, or they're waiting for an opportunity to open up for them, and saying, well, I don't even have this. So how can I, this, it's almost the equivalent of what's interesting to me is, like, especially in America, they ask for a high school. They on the applications of jobs, they go, have you graduated from high school? I've never once seen an employer say, well, okay, now show me your diploma. I've seen people go to college without ever graduating high school. So, it may be one of those things, because it seems to me that Spirit's saying that what you think you're missing is a frivolous thing, and it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the consciousness of lack is over the whole reading. So this is about just thinking and being aware that maybe you don't have all of the requirements for something. But the Sacred Temple is Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant, and the Moon. This is speaking about where you're meant to be, the spirits around you, everyone's decisions. And a lot of people are being very stubborn about what works for them and what doesn't. And they're asking you to make a decision on that level too, because everyone else is going to stick to their bottom line. You almost also have to stick to your bottom line, what works for you, right? Because Spirit is about everyone's spirits coming together. It's about being in the right place at the right time. And it does speak a lot to the choices that one is making, the path that one's choosing. You have to choose what works for you. Spirit's like, it doesn't have to make sense to other people, and other people's path doesn't have to make sense to you. It's important to choose what works. And so that is what you're meant to do in any given situation, especially today. Choose what works for you, because I kid you not, according to this, everyone else is choosing what works for them, right? There's a certain person, a loving man energy with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This person is quite obviously overwhelmed, overbooked, overdone. This person is doing a lot. This person is in your space because they're waiting for some clarity about what to do with whatever. I don't know if you had them doing something for you, working for you, or they're saying they're going to take over something for you, or take on some of your responsibilities, help you in any way. They're waiting for some kind of clarity. What is it that you need me to lift? What do you need me to do? Okay. Now you have decrease here with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. This decrease energy is a cycle. Okay. And this would say that you may not be as happy. I'm seeing someone who's not as content or not as happy, right? Some of you may be just going through a regular, so you may misconstrue this cycle as you're not happy with your life. You may be feeling like maybe I'm depressed. Maybe something isn't good about my situation. But when this comes in, this is a cycle of decrease. So this says that you're not happy with what you've got around you. You're not happy with how things are working out. This is a fleeting energy. This is a cycle, right? All it does when you get to decrease is increase. So when it comes to your happiness is a subjective thing, and it needs to be a choice for you. It will not come naturally. According to this, it won't be something that you just get up and go, yeah, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. Everything's going well. I got money now. Nothing will do it, So Spirit's like, you're going to have to make a conscious decision with the Two of Wands. Pull it out of wherever the heck you got to pull it out of with the Moon to work this through, because you're meant to choose. You're meant to do this regardless of what is not there. And I think this consciousness of lack has a lot to do with why you're on this decline. And it's easier for you to think this way when you're on a decrease, when the biorhythms are going down. Everyone's on a biorhythm, and your biorhythm is on the decline. So then you have this thought process of, I don't even have that. I've got money, but I don't have love, and I don't have this, and I don't. Spirit's like, you have to choose every day to find something to be happy with. Ooh, what a perfect scone, perfect cup of coffee. Like, you got to be on that, on your A game with trying to notice things to be happy about, according to this energy. You may be a very jolly person, and then you wake up, I don't know why, I'm just not happy today. It's happiness is truly a choice. Everybody thinks it's something that happens to us, Well, I'm not happy. That's an emotion, These are emotions that need to become a habit and a state of mind of joy. That's a happiness is the stair-stepped pathway to joy. And joy is a state of being. And you have to choose happiness, and it must become a habit for you. Before you're choosing it now, it's habit. I've got to choose happiness. I've got to be there. And then you're in a state of joy. And I see so many people in a state of joy. They're happy no matter what happens, right? I kid you not, falling down the stairs. I met this old couple, and this lady fell. She was like, well, that's one way to get down to the bottom. And I'm just like, you guys are everything I aspire to be. Because most people be like, I fell down the stairs, and they're upset. They're just laughing their butt off. Let's go to the hospital. Yeah, it does hurt, but it lets me know I'm alive. And I mean, real talk, like real hard. So anyway, a creative endeavor is Death and the Magician. And so this would tell me that this is an event or something that you're going to have to pull out of yourself. Spirit's saying that this is something that occurs where you may realize in that moment, especially if whatever happens, you had so much belief in, and then you got full stop, delayed, right? You had obstacles. They're saying whatever this is, you had to come up with a creative solution to get out of whatever this was, right? They're saying here that you still, in so many respects, these may be some of the things that cause, like now, I lack the ability to get out of whatever this is, whatever situation, right? On your own. A lot of times a creative endeavor is about what's inside of you, especially with the magician, but it's on your own. You may not be able to, right? There's something about, I can't. What I lack is having, maybe for some of you, it may be support. For others of you, you may be fresh out of ideas on how to get out of a situation in your space, right? Maybe it has to do with work. But a lot of this was telling me here with this event, with the consciousness of lack, what it does say to me is that you are needing to change how you do things, change your path in a way where you're like it keeps saying, you got to choose happiness. You got to make it a point to choose happiness. You can't even be like, well, I don't know, I don't feel happy right now. That is going to happen. And Spirit is saying that's just something that a lot of us don't know that it's a choice. We think that it's an indication of having to make a choice. Well, I'm not happy, so I'm going to leave. I'm not happy, so I'm going to apply here. I'm not happy, so I'm going to do XYZ. Spirit wants you to understand this. Okay? And I hope I made sense. Because it's like all over the place to me. So you could be, well, because I'm not a Virgo too, and I'm just like reading it for what it is, and I'm not actually letting it connect. It's just like, hey, the cards say this, and I'm just going for it. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or an Aries. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries-Taurus cusp, right? And that if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.